For the shaft support drawing, start with new file and make sure is your unit set to metric. If your previous drawing was in inches, make sure switch to metric, standard IPT. Start new sketch. Start on XZ plane. Draw a circle connecting to origin. Add in the diameter of 80. To use the correct orientation is the best to switch the home view. Draw 2 more circles and make sure that you are using on X direction, and this would allow us to do our front view on XY plane. Then you can switch back to the top view and continue adding the dimensions. Between center to center, we have dimensions of 100. Between one of the circles to the larger circle in the middle, we have 50. Use line tool and draw lines connecting to circles. Repeat the line tool for all 4 sides. Add relations, tangent between each line to each circle. Line is connected tangent to tangent. Make sure add all the tangent points for every single line where connect to the circle. Always you can display your constraint to see if they're all tangent. At this time, you may want to add dimension to one of the small circles. They're supposed to be 44 for diameter, 22 for radius. Use equal relations between 2 circles. You may trim extra pieces, and it's a good idea to keep one single profile, closed profile. You may want to delete. Add horizontal relation between center to center. In the process of trimming, we may lose some of these dimensions. We may repeat dimensioning. As you notice, that now is 40 radius and 22 radius. Add equal relations between 2 arcs. We have 1 more dimension needed. Let's see what that dimension could be. Let's add horizontal relation. Again, I'm parallel to X, so I'm using the horizontal between this one and origin. And that fully constrained. finish sketch. Extrude. The height of the extrude for this case is 18 millimeter. Expand your origin, select YZ plane, right click, select new sketch. Draw a circle, track in the origin on top. Add dimension to this circle. The size of the circle is, check with your handout. As you notice, the size is 46 diameter. You may want to draw a construction line. Change the line to construction. The length of this line is going to be 58. We draw another line. This line is going to coincident between end of this construction line to the midpoint, and assign the dimension for this baseline to be 67. Add two more lines to connect the end of the line to the circle. Repeat by right click and select the line tool. And make sure you add tangent relations. We have two more dimensions. Of course, we need to move to the right location. Change the home view. You can see to have some construction line on the top face, we use project geometry. Select the arc. Use collinear. Selecting the line and the baseline. Now, this is not equally spaced both directions. If you switch to the right side view, you notice that the center is not aligned with the origin. We can use a horizontal relation. The reason it's horizontal because it's parallel to the X. Center of the circle aligned with the origin. That's fully constrained. Extrude. Select them both circle and this the profile, because it was divided in two pieces, so we had to select twice. Direction distance is 18. The direction is both directions. Make sure it's symmetrical. And apply. We go back to the same plane, YZ plane. Right click, new sketch. Draw a circle. Make sure this circle is concentric. And add dimensions. 46. same size as the previous one. Now we have a circle in the middle exactly, and then we finish the sketch and extrude both directions. This time the distance is going to be 40. Total distance is 40 in both directions. At this point, we may use hole tool. 15 it's one of them, and the small ones are 15. Let's do the 15 right now. In my here shows 15 already. Previously, I have used. If you see different number, make sure to change to the 15, and then make sure you use the concentric relations on both sides, the same size. Apply. Repeat hole for the larger hole. In this case, the size of that large hole if you check with your assignment, size of that hole is 30 diameter. Change that to 30. And concentric relations. And it's true all. That completes your project. Let's add information to the model. In this case, we are not changing the material. We keep the default material generic and add annotation, general note. In metric, always you see this menu, select ISO. Select physical properties, select mass. Mass is equal to, and material is generic, and mass, that's, and material, we keep them the same. Let's go to check our properties update. This shows in the kilogram. We want to convert to grams. Under the tools, document settings, select units. On your handout sheet, I'm asking you to change the length to centimeter in case you want to show the volume. And also mass to grams. To add the volume, go back to the annotation, and rather than displaying in cubic millimeter, which is a large number, convert into centimeter and add in this general note, add in the volume, and apply. As you notice, that shows cubic centimeter. And that completes your shaft support project. Save your work and submit your drawing.